Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining this webinar for Data and Economics for Public Policy. So thank you for joining. We will start very shortly. We're just waiting for a few more people to join and come in. Before we start, I usually launch a small. We have a Q&A going on, so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. You can ask us questions whenever you want. And we also have a poll. So I'm launching the poll now. Please, everyone, respond. I want 100% response rate. So you are not allowed to cheat or hide or I don't know, do whatever. Please, everyone, respond. It's a few questions about your country of residence, city, the school you've studied in, what you're interested in, and so on. So it's on. As soon as you join, please do that. If you have any questions, also, there's a Q&A. It's launched. You can also ask as many questions as you want. We will do our best to answer as fast as we can, of course. And at the end of the webinar, we also have a little bit of time so we can ask the questions live and we'll answer to most of them live. So don't worry if we didn't answer as we go. We will have some time in the end to answer all your questions. While we wait another 3 minutes, usually give 5 minutes to students to get in, could I please get all of you to let me know in the question Q&A part how you heard about this webinar? Was it through emailing, social media? Did someone recommend it to you? So that's always interesting for us to know. Please let me know. Send our way. And also, I'd like you to meet my lovely colleagues over here. First, we have Salma and Maria, who are students currently in the DEP program, who will be presenting to you a bit of their journey so far. We have program directors Franck and Pierre, who will be talking to you about the program, how it goes, the courses, and everything you'll get to learn. We have Lily from the admissions team, who will let you know about how to apply, how to hire your chances, and so on. And I'm Karim from the marketing team. I'm hosting this, as you can see. So thank you all for joining once again to those who just joined in. Up. 2 more minutes and we will get going. Sorry, that's not what I wanted to share. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. Can everyone see my screen? Give me a thumbs up. Perfect, thank you. So let us begin. First of all, why study in France? As you know, École Polytechnique is in France. So if you're not in France or if you're not French, why should you come to France to study? So first of all, France is the seventh economic power in the world. We're in second in Europe in terms of GDP, second only to Germany, if I'm not mistaken. We are the number one destination for international investments. So investors love to invest in France and grow their businesses here. We're also the second favorite country for recruiters. So not only investment, also recruiters. They love the students that come out of France and the quality of education that we give out, and they seek to recruit students that got their education here. Also, there's this misconception that if you study in France, you have to study in French, and sometimes French can be a barrier. Well, not for us, and many other schools in France also teach in English. So we have many English taught programs, very high quality of education, and also our degree is recognized worldwide. Also, sometimes it's another concern. Financially speaking, we have a very good value for money by comparison to some other countries like the US or the UK, where education can be a bit more expensive. And we have opportunities to stay. Once you graduate, you can continue, have a career, and grow in France. So a bit more about us, École Polytechnique. We were founded in 1794 by Napoleon Bonaparte. More than 200 years ago, he looked for the brightest minds and engineers and scientists to rebuild the country after the French Revolution. Well, 235 years later, we are still doing the same. 232 years later. We're still doing the same. And we still look for excellent students, as we will discuss in a bit. We have a large and huge, actually, alumni network, and they are behind breakthroughs in science, medicine, engineering, technology, and so on. And we're also the sixth institution worldwide with the most Nobel Prize winners. So a bit more about our rankings. We rank first in engineering and technology. Our partner, we co-teach this program. Our partner ENSAE is the first in quantitative economics and finance, and our partner Telecom are third in artificial intelligence. So you are surrounded by the best of the best. In case you want to know, ENSAE is a 2-minute walk this way, and Telecom is just nearby. We are situated next to Paris, 30 minutes away by metro. So we are really close to Paris, and on a certain area called Saclay. Plateau de Saclay, which is the equivalent. The French government wanted to do the Silicon Valley equivalent for France. So we are there. So you are surrounded by labs, tech companies, universities like ours, ENSAE, Telecom, and so on. Also, Institut Polytechnique, which is the umbrella we are all under, is second in France in terms of ranking, and we rank really high worldwide. We're also first for employer reputation. A bit more about our values. As I said before, Napoleon Bonaparte valued excellence, and we do too. So we look for excellent student and excellent minds, and we also promise to give back an excellent education, excellent quality of living. So this goes both ways. Of course, excellence is not exclusivity. We make sure that everything is accessible to all of you. If you have what it takes, the drive, the motivation, the skills to make it through the doors of École Polytechnique, well, everything else is going to be accessible to you. And finally, we are human scale. So we have a small student to faculty ratio, makes sure that you're not just a number in a huge classroom of over 100 students. You're just a few. We focus on you. We make sure you have everything you need, and we follow through till the end. So for our specializations, we have 5 themes, which go economics, artificial intelligence, data science, environment, computer science, and within them we have 13 different tracks. Today we will be focusing on data and economics for public policy. Finally, before I give the floor to Franck and Pierre, we are a small cohort of 5 to 30 students per year. So your class will be of 5 to 30 students. We have a multidisciplinary training, so you will be learning a bit of everything. Make sure you're a well-rounded individual, and you'll get hands-on experience and industry collaboration, get to work in labs, and this is something the professors will get to talk to you about. So thank you for listening to me, and I'll give the floor to Franck and Pierre. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Karim, for this introduction and for putting the program into perspective. So this program, Data and Economics for Public Policy, is a unique program that is training students for the future of the public administration and public institutions, where we want the students to be able to have, at the same time, data science and economics toolbox. So this is done, as Karim mentioned, in engineering schools that have a long tradition in training students for this type of jobs. And our objective, our motivation is really to improve public policies. So if you care about public policy and want to improve the world around us, then this program is designed for you. So one thing that is really peculiar is we wanted this program to be really close to the administration, the international organization, and the public actors. So we have a series of partners that we will introduce in a couple of minutes. And we have a lot of exchanges through different innovative classes where you will have the opportunity to work on real-world policy issues. Something that is also specific to us is that we have a joint research lab. So this is a research lab of the 3 schools where we are doing economics, data science, sociology, and this is a lab called CREST, in which we really have renowned professors. You can check out our website. And what is really key for this program is that in this program, these are the key professors of our schools that are teaching the main classes. Okay. So maybe if you can move to the next slide. So one important feature for us is that we wanted to be really close to the administration and the public sectors. And here on these slides, you see actually how this works out. So we have partnerships with all these organizations covering wide fields of public policies, from finance to environment, from health to telecom regulation and employment insurance. Cour des Comptes is doing auditing, and we are very happy to welcome 2 new members. One at the Ministry of Agriculture that will give you opportunity to work on common agricultural policies and many public policies related to food security, and the CASD, which is actually a host institution of confidential data. So in this program, you will have the opportunity to work with confidential data that are used in public policy to do public policy evaluations. So this confidential data, of course, under statistical secrecy, so you will pass all the tests, but we will really give you the opportunity to work with the data that actually are used in the ministries, in public administration to make progress on public policies. And these partners are doing three things with us. First of all, they come to campus to present their in lecture series what they are doing, what the current evaluations they are doing, and the current work they do. They also offer topics. This is in the policy and action consultancies, where you will have an opportunity to work on a project that is really important to them and show them the results. So this is really onboarding, and we are doing a lot of supervision for this. The partners are also offering internship. So we are helping students to get internships, and partners, institutions offer internships to our students. And finally, the partners are also offering some scholarships that we are allocated based on their needs and merits. Maybe you can go to next slide. So, and now I think diving into the different program characteristics, I give the floor to the other co-director of the program, Franck Malherbet. Franck?
Thank you, Pierre, for this introduction of our program. So let me just mention a few things and global things for our program. The first thing is that our program is a 2-year program, fully taught in English. It's a program that is divided in 4 key semesters, and during the 2 years, you will work on several topics, but on top of that, you will work on applied projects that are key, and I will come back on that in a few minutes. So the whole organization for each semester is the following. You have a set of mandatory courses, and those mandatory courses are mainly technical courses like econometrics, machine learning, statistical learning, or data-driven courses that are really key for the knowledge that you need to apply in order to work on a public policy. On top of that, then you may choose for several topical elective courses in econ, sociology, or sometimes computer science also, depending on the topic you want to work on, and you have many opportunities there. And then
maybe you can go to next slide so that they see the different options. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And you have just okay. Let's go back to the whole picture. So no, it's okay. It's okay. Just next slide, please.
Okay, sorry.
Hello.
This one, all good?
Yeah, all good.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, as you can see, this is for year 1, and we have 2 periods, two key semesters, and then on each semester you have some mandatory courses, and as you can see, during the first semester you have many mandatory courses on applied econometrics, on statistics, some refresher on microeconomics for public policies, and also on the computer programming or language like Python, R, also some econometrics software like Stata, and you also get some introduction on the Git and GitHub. Then you may choose some topical elective, mainly in economics, as you can see here for the first topical elective, like IO, urban economics, and so on and so forth. And then you may choose for some transverse elective that are either laws, for instance, sociology, but also some course on ethics, responsibility, and in data science, and this type of topic. During each semester, you will have a lecture series, about 5 to 6 lecture series each semester, where you will get the opportunity to meet some professionals of the public policies that will explain you how they design, how they conduct, how they evaluate public policy in a professional environment, like for the unemployment insurance system, like as Pierre mentioned, in let's say the court of auditor in order to evaluate some key public policy in France, but also at the European level, like the CAP, Common Agricultural Policy, for instance. So at the end, for the second period, you have also a core of a set of core courses like applied econometrics, data, and statistical learning. And this is exactly built in the same way with lecture series. But let me mention also that during the 2 years that you will follow within this program, you will work on applied project, what we call policy in action consultancy or policy in action project, where you will work on projects that are year-long on real data and on real problems that are offered and proposed by our partner that Pierre mentioned just before. And at the end of the first year, you will have to do an internship that is at least 16 weeks long, and that can be with one of our partner or with other companies or other institution, provided that it's data oriented and that is it's all about public policies. So maybe we can jump to the next slide. So as regards year 2, the program is built exactly the same way. So I won't come back on that. You may read the different type of course that we offer. But what is important to mention is that we have 2 tracks. The first track is social policies, the one you see actually on the screen, and it's dedicated to social policies to a large extent, like labor economics, health economics, urban economics, or public economics in a broad sense. And then you may choose for a second track that is more on policies and regulation, and it's a bit different in the sense that the course will be more dedicated to the structure of market, to industrial organization, but the structure itself of the program is the same, with some core course and some topical elective and some transverse elective. And again, during the second year, either in the social policy track or in the competition track, you will work on some applied project, a policy in action project, on a real data and real problems backed by our partners. So maybe we can jump to the next slide. So what happened after graduation? The program offers many possibilities. The first obvious one is to work in the institutional or governmental sector, and as a specialist in public policy. You can also work in private companies, especially in consultancy companies, and some of our students also choose, because they are highly trained in a quantitative method, choose to pursue on a PhD. So I think I'm nearly done. So what are the background of the students that can apply and are that are really in line with our program? The first thing is that you need to have a strong taste and a strong background for the quantitative method, meaning that you need to be well trained in math and statistics. You also have to have a good, strong taste for public policy. So typically, the profile that are in line with our master are people that are coming for French or foreign engineer school with solid skill in quantitative method, and if we appreciate and it's not mandatory, but it's better if you have already a minor in econs. It's also people that are coming from a French or foreign university with a bachelor degree, with a good skill in math and economics. And typically for French students, people that are coming from the university with a licence L3 in applied mathematics or econometrics.
Perfect.
think I'm
Thank
done.
you. Thank you, Franck. So this was the program. We will leave the floor now to Salma and Maria to tell us a bit more about their experience. So first of all, hello Salma, hello Maria. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, thank
So
you.
question one, how was the program so far? What year are you in? Present yourself and how was your experience academically first?
The experience has been amazing. So my name is Salma. I'm a second year student and I'm enrolled in the social policies track. So the first track that Franck presented. To present a bit my background, so I come with a political science background, so it's Sciences Po for those of you who studied in France, but I also combined it with a quantitative background in econometrics and some machine learning. You can.
Yeah, so my name is Maria Micaela. I'm also a second year student enrolled in the social policies track. And I have a background in economics and international studies. So mostly I specialized during my bachelor's in advanced econometrics and mathematics for economics, mostly.
Perfect. Thank you. And in terms of academically, how have the courses been? How's the workload? Be honest.
I think for us, we learned a lot, like a lot. I think if you see the brochures that Franck and Pierre presented, it doesn't lie. You really do all the classes, and each class you learn like a different content. Like the huge plus of this year was for me really to specialize in machine learning and really to apply it in different contexts. So as you saw in the brochure. We do it for statistical learning, we do it for NLP, we do it for a lot of things. So, yeah.
And if I can add, I think also what I could relate most is in terms of the teaching quality and availability of teachers, it's a quite good experience. I think it's an academically challenging program, but teachers are at your disposal. You can really, I think the community of researchers is well connected to the students. It's really honest relationships, and I believe this really improves the learning experience in this kind of environment. So yeah, in terms of the teaching quality, it's
Perfect. Thank you.
Basically,
Last two questions real quick. Do you want to say something, Salma? Go ahead.
yes, I just wanted to say that you learn from the best because our classes, for example, in the second year at ENSAE, and in every class, basically you have like the leaders of the subject, so which is like amazing.
So, in terms of life on campus, do you live on campus? How has your life on campus been so far?
So I will briefly. I lived on campus the first year, and I think it's critical to build friendships. Like, it's a very beautiful campus surrounded by nature, and for those that like sports, like I do, there's plenty of opportunities, and there's a track, very beautiful track. Beyond this, I right now live in Paris, and I'm also enjoying. And I think beyond sports, I think Salma can speak more of the life on campus.
Yeah, so I lived in campus last year, but also this year. And Mika says that I can speak best about the student life because I was part of the MOX, which is the student body. So you should know that even if this program is academically challenging, Polytechnique is mostly about work, but not only. So with the MOX, we organize events to gather students and to be like an identity of our cycle in the school. So we did many events. You can check what we do on Instagram, Karim, if you want. If you can put like the link later to the MOX Instagram, and you can check and yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you, Salma. Thank you, Maria.
Maybe
I'll be.
Maria and Zalma also you could tell them where you're gonna do your internship this year.
Oh, yeah.
So last year we both went to the Cour des Comptes. So it's a very prestigious institution in France. So it was a huge opportunity. and very unique because La Cour des Comptes is one of the partners of our program. So we could go there. I got to work on a topic that is very interesting in France. It's about an in-work benefit. And Mika?
I worked on education.
And so for this year, because we have to also to do an internship this year, I'm going to UNEDIC, which is the institution of unemployment insurance in France.
And I will go to a statistical service in the social ministries.
Very exciting.
Very exciting indeed. Perfect. Thank you so much. So I'll talk to you more a bit about accommodation, student support service, and sports before I give the floor to Lily. So for accommodation, we offer housing on campus, as Salma and Maria told you. You can request housing on campus. You will have your individual room. You will share a kitchen and the communal space, and you will have a co-working space. And of course, in the same on campus, next to your housing, you will have music rooms, recording studios, places to play board games, pool tables. Honestly, whatever you want to build friendships and strong bonds that will last a lifetime. We also, of course, offer student support services. We have the Basics. So if you're coming from outside France, even if you are coming from France, Basics is here to help you with everything administrative. So it's here to help you with your visa, health insurance, opening a bank account, getting a French phone number, and so on. And we have the Career Center. If you don't know what you want to do, where should I apply to an internship? What should I do next? They're here to help you for that, and they're really helpful. Also, campus life, as Salma just told you, the mocks, you know what it is by now. We have also 200 student clubs and more, much more actually. And if you want to open your own, I don't know, you're passionate about Harry Potter, you just need to gather a few of your friends and open your own club. We have a lake. It's really cold, but you could swim in it if you're brave enough. We have a museum, a library. We have restaurants and food trucks. They're open for lunch and dinner. We have a cafeteria, of course, if you want to grab a coffee. And we have 17 sport facilities, which I will talk to you about now. So for infrastructures, we have pools, fencing, dojo, football, basketball, tennis. List goes on. Honestly, it will take a while to list all of them. And for sports, you have almost everything I could think of. We also have skydiving, horseback riding, judo, kickboxing, tennis. I don't know what else to say. Plenty of them. I have to note, we do not do sports competitively, so we will not send you out to compete on an international or national level. This is not the case. These sports are for leisure, for your health, for your own enjoyment, and the facilities are for you to enjoy. I will give the floor now to Lily, who will talk to you more about the application process and how to join. Thank you.
Thank you, Karine, and hi everyone. I will speak shortly because I will give more time for the questions. So the application process consists in two stages. So the first one is the online application form that you need to fill out with all the supporting documents that you can see on screen. As Franck and Pierre told already, you need a bachelor degree minimum if you're applying to the first year, and if you're applying to the second year, you would need a first master degree and strong level of English. And then you can prove also with an English test, such as IELTS, TOEFL, or Cambridge Advanced if you haven't followed your previous degree in English. Otherwise, if you are an English-speaking country national or you have studied your bachelor entirely in English, then you can just upload a proof of it, and then we will validate it. Then you also need two reference letters. One must be academic minimum, and the second one can be at your choice, academic or professional, if you have already some working experience or maybe an internship, and an internship supervisor can work as well. Transcripts, your degree or enrollment certificate if you are in the last year of your studies, bachelor studies, then your CV of entirely in English, and 2 pages maximum. It would be better first just 1 page, but if you can't, just 2 pages is allowed. Personal statement. So there is a list of questions that you will find in the application platform. You just need to download the template and answer. Those are questions related to your academic performance, about your career perspectives, achievements, and also any other information that you would like to share with the jury. And then an application fee of 90 euros. And you can also apply to 2 tracks. Okay, but in the case if you are applying to 2 different tracks, just be careful to personalize some of the elements of your application file, such as recommendation letters and personal statement. So after the deadlines that I will mention in the next slide, you might be invited to an interview. We pre-select students based on their academic background, English level, but also a strong motivation on the field that they are applying to. So for those students who have been invited to the interview, so they will receive an email in which they are invited to choose a time slot. It's on the system of first arrived, first served, so you need to be quick. But we try to select time schedule that works for everyone according to the geographical area. So you will have 20 to 30 minutes interviews with the academic directors, in which you may have some questions on scientific skills such as mathematics, economics, and also talk about your motivation to join the program. This would be a moment in which you can also ask any question that you may have on live to professors. So you can think about the questions previously before joining the interview. So we can go to the next slide and talk a little bit more about the financial part of the program. So this is a 2-year program in which you will have to pay 15,400 euros per year as tuition fees. That won't change for your second year, will stay the same. For those students from IP Paris, there is a different rate, as you can see on the screen as well. And we have some scholarships sponsored by the partners, industrial partners from the program, which are mainly allocated in the first round. Perhaps there might be some scholarships available in the third one, but will depend on withdrawals or exceptional cases. So I would encourage you to apply early. Now we're in the third round, so there might still be a chance, but just to mention that most of them are allocated in the first rounds. So these scholarships are merit-based. We also have a need-based scholarship since this year, but they all go through a selection committee. So we evaluate the academic excellence based on the interviews and application files. So academic directors give their opinions and their evaluation on that, but also other members of the administration of the school. We also have the 0% interest loan for everyone enrolled in the MSc&T. The only one condition is to be enrolled in the program and be on campus in September 2026. We give priority for those students who don't have a scholarship, and for those who have but still have a tough situation, we consider the cases and we can evaluate them to also apply to the loan. So CAF is only available. CAF is the housing subsidy from the French government. It's only available for European students. Okay, so this is something that we need to add in the slide for the next time. But this is like a subsidy for students who and that help them to afford a little bit more comfortably the rent. Okay. Perhaps Pierre and Frank can talk about the assistant positions during the program.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Pierre.
So you also have the opportunity to, as we said, we are close to researchers. So you have the opportunity to do research assistantship during the program. So these are paid research assistantship. It's optional if you are interested in. So this is an opportunity to do classical research assistance in many universities and to train your skills and to use your skills to help some researchers on campus.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Pierre. And finally, we'll give the floor back to Lily for the admission calendar.
Yes, the admission calendar. So we are currently in the third round and we are closing it on March 9th, midday Paris time. So have that in mind if you are applying right now. Don't wait to the last minute because we need to validate your application. It's not enough. It's not enough to submit it. We have to check that all documents are well according to our requirements, and I would advise you to submit them even if you are still waiting for your recommendation letters to be uploaded. You can do it. Okay. So another tip would be like to send us an email. You will see the email in the next slide, and contact us in case you need to know more about the details on your application process. And if you need to have a call, we can be available as well before and after the deadline to answer your questions if you need more personalized advice. You can also scan the QR codes on the screen and you will be directed to the website where you can see the whole application process explained in detail. And it is not here mentioned, but again, I will say it, March 9th, 2026, midday Paris time. So that's the last deadline for the third round. And we are, this is the last round. It's important to mention it. We are not sure yet if we will have a fourth one. Perhaps for some programs, yes, but maybe for others not. So don't count on that on the first time. So it would depend a lot on the third round results if we open a fourth one or not.
Perfect. Thank you, Lily, so much. So finally, I'll talk to you a bit about what you can do after you finish your studies. So France offers a few options. First, you can ask for residency. This is a residency card that they give you, that France, the government gives you to look for a job or to start your own company or to XYZ for a year. After that, let's say within that year you found a job, well, you get a residency and you can stay in France. Residency as a job, like someone who works, you can just stay in France and work. You have another option if you decide to leave France. Well, the government offers you something called VLSTS, which is quite close, similar to a visa. It allows you to go out for up to 4 years, tour the world, work somewhere else. If you're not from France, you want to go back to your home country for a bit and come back, that's completely fine. You can do that and come back within 4 years, and then you can ask for residency and continue your life normally. And third, if you work for 2 years, after your education, after your master's, you can apply for French citizenship. Of course, all of these are up to the French government. We don't make the rules here. So please check their website, check Campus France. Always check for the conditions apply and there are exemptions and so on. So please do the homework on this one. This is our campus, our lovely campus. So this is the lake I was talking to you about. Selma and Maria are probably somewhere around here right now. This is the tennis court. I am somewhere around here right now. So it's quite big, it's quite large, it's quite green. The air is clean. So it's always a lovely time to be here. Thank you, everyone. We will open the floor to a few questions. If you have any, of course, we welcome them with open arms. Please don't hesitate to scan the QR codes and follow us on our social media everywhere. We post updates, we post videos, everything for you to keep track, to know when the next webinar is coming, and so on. Also, don't forget to follow the mocks. Salma, you can do the mention. Shout out. What's the Instagram?
It's Mox on Instagram. And also another thing, if you have any questions, you can contact us on LinkedIn. So you only have Michaela's name, but I don't know if in the chat I can put my name. Or you can.
I assume you can somewhere.
Okay. So you can send us a text on LinkedIn.
Well, that's very kind of you. So thank you everyone for joining. Let's tackle a few questions. First, sorry, go ahead, Pierre.
Yeah, so maybe I wanted to say there were many questions about admissions. So I think in this program, because of what Frank mentioned, we have very different profile who come, people who come more from economics and public affairs type of programs, people who come more from engineer backgrounds. So then I think sometimes you are not totally sure whether you really tick the boxes. So we really recommend that you apply, and we are really looking at all the files carefully to make sure that you have the skills. And in the interview, as Lily mentioned, in the interview, we ask questions about this and we make sure that you actually have the skills. And we also sometimes provide recommendations of reading lists that you can do before joining the program. So I think it's really important that you feel that you can do it and that you're applying, and then we will make sure that it actually fits. So don't don't decide that you are not. This is not for you. You should really apply, and then we will really see.
Yes, I
Perfect.
see a
Thank you.
question about a tuition fee waiver. I will read the question about tuition fee waiver offered to particular international student. Is it available for international student who is currently studying at second year at ENSAE and who is recipient to EFL scholarship? So we don't depend of the Ministry of Education and Research. We don't have the tuition fee waiver for scholarship holders. For ENSAE, since ENSAE is part of IP Paris, am I right? Like Pierre Franck, so they will pay the rate of 12,000 euros instead of 15,000 euros. That would be the different rate for you. In terms of the EFL scholarship, I suppose that you will continue receiving your EFL scholarship as long as you enroll in an institution here in France. It would be nice. Not be nice, it would be necessary for you to check that with Campus France anyway, and to be sure that changing of institution won't affect your situation with the scholarship. Okay, but you do have a different rate, different tuition fee, because you are enrolled in an IP Paris institution.
Perfect. Thank you, Lily. A few things before we close out the webinar. First of all, there's the poll that is still running. I see only 4 of you answered, so please, everyone, fill it out. This gives us a better idea on how to better suit your needs next time we have webinars. So please fill it out, all of you. Don't be shy. And
There
the
was a
second,
question, Karim, there was a question on the, how to prepare for the interview. So I think
yes.
on the interview, you should be prepared about explaining carefully what you've done before and why you want to join our program. And then we will ask you questions about specific projects that you did just to know better about you. So this is what is typically done in interviews. Sorry for that.
I see a message from Romeo who asks, for which year an ENSAE second year student should apply for? Well, you should apply for first year.
Yeah, so
You
at
can.
ENSAE, you should get in touch with us. So ENSAE students usually do the first year doing a césure and do the second year at the same time as the third year of ENSAE.
Perfect. So these are all the questions. If anyone has a question, you have 5 seconds. Going once, going twice. 3, done. Thank you everyone for joining. Oh, question. Okay. Last second. Good job. Could the student speakers send their name in the chat, please? We can't see the list of people yet. Thank you.
Just about this, we can't send. Someone has to ask a question.
So Salma, maybe
I'm
you
gonna
can write
answer.
the question. You can just saisir une réponse and put your
Yeah,
name.
Salma, answer him.
Okay.
Answer the person who asked
Okay.
with your names and everyone. You can see the questions and the answers, so you can read it. Make sure, Salma, you answer it public, don't take the private message. Our pleasure. So we have Marwan who asked, I have PhD and I am 48 years old. I would like to access directly to year 2.
Mm.
So
Well, we are pre-experienced programs, actually, students who have just recently finished their undergraduate degree. What I would advise Marwan is to perhaps search for more executive masters or other programs that would more align to your experience, like to the quality of years of professional experience that you already have.
So I hope this answers your question, Marwan. Again, thank you all for coming. This has been a pleasure. You can find the recording within a few days on our website. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Maria and Salma. Thank you, Franck. Thank you, Pierre, for helping us out. And have a great day.
Thank you.
thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a good day.